Alrighty, and welcome back. As promised, I said I was going to go into the lore or the documents I collected throughout the game, and I may have missed some. I actually may have missed quite a bit, but I will read through all of these and see what we can make of this. Maybe we can get a little more information about like Walker and the Wall Rider and Wernicke. Start with Whistleblower. Whew, excuse me. You don't know me. Have to make this quick. They might be monitoring. I did 2 weeks of software consult at Murkoff Psychiatric Systems facilities in Mount Massive. All sorts of NDAs I am very much breaking right now, but seriously, fuck those guys. Terrible things happening here. Don't understand it, don't believe half the things I saw. Doctors talking about dream therapy going too deep, finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. People are being hurt, and Murkoff is making money. It needs to be exposed. Alright. Next, we have Project Wallrider Patient Status Report for William Hope. I won't read through all these titles, but you can read them here. All right. Case number 174. Patient initials WPH. Billy. Oh, it's Billy. All right, let's see. Therapy status. Patient claims to have progressed to self-directed lucid dream states. Morphogenic engine activity observed at unprecedented scale. Continuing stage 4 hormone schedule. God, I cannot English. I apologize. Diagnostics. Spirometry. I don't know. Revealed to be bronchial accumulation. Hematocrit. Centrifuge again failed to separate erythrocytes. Highly worrisome. MRI revealed arrhythmic REM, NREM cycle, laughter, and NREM state. Interview notes. Billy asked about the status of his mother's lawsuit against Murkoff and the asylum. This represents a catastrophic breach in security despite Billy's claims that he discovered the truth in the blood dreams of Dr. Traeger. Oh. Note, the only Traeger on company records, one Richard Traeger, is an executive from MRD. All orderlies and security personnel must be questioned and video security improved to include analytic biometrics. In the matter of the seizure of Mount Massive Psychiatric Center, Murkoff Psychiatric Systems, Mount Massive Wilderness Area, Country Road 112. Affidavits having been made before the board of directors by Murkoff Hardline Security, MHS, who has reason to believe catastrophic security failure of psychiatric center with imminent danger of environment contamination. We are satisfied that the affidavits and testimony establish sufficient evidence to require urgent action on the part of MHS and grounds for the issuance of this warrant. Excuse me. You are hereby required to grant MHS full access to all facilities and surrender complete authority to its agents. By accepting of this document, you and any surviving relatives surrender all claims of litigation against the Murkoff Corp. Damn, that's fucked up. Or its subsidiaries for the actions of MHS or the circumstances which required their actions regardless of responsibility. Excuse me, frog in my throat. Dear Sirs, the full report pending. No immediate action is required on the part of the Murkoff Corp. The profit potential of Project Wallrider remains staggeringly high. The four fatalities contain enough ambiguous data to make any litigation, if evidence is correctly managed, impossible. Project Wallrider remains a dangerous initiative, and there will almost certainly be further casualties. As with the others, however, family and government interest in the patients is so low as to make any chance of legal actions vanishingly unlikely. Violence among patients is increasing as the morphogenic engine therapy gets closer to producing working models, but a combination of physical and chemical restraints has proven sufficiently effective to assure continued control and profit. Respectfully, Helen Grant, Murkoff Legal Mitigation Department. Ooh. Case number 136, patient initials, CLW, Walker. It's the big dude. Morphogenic engine activity plateaued at roughly 2,000 ppm, unsafe to progress beyond stage 3 hormone schedule. Diagnostics. Spirometry revealed light to medium bronchial accumulation. MRI scans consistent with patients' reported dreams. Walker was interviewed in restraints following his self-inflicted mutilations. Oh, like the stuff to his face? Okay. Restraint have had to be altered to accommodate his enormous size. Extensive dermal eruptions as consistent with failed morphogenic engine cellular activity. He claims the skin ripped from his forehead allows for a truer way of seeing. Seems to have some boyhood experience with tuatara lizards and their parietal eyes. He has expressed anxiety about his flesh, specifically around his lips and nose. Attending orderlies should be advised to watch for further self-mutilation. Okay, so all that stuff with his face was self-inflicted. I thought like someone else had done that to him. Okay. The mental traumas he sustained while serving in Afghanistan seem to be retarding progress of the ME process. His predominant fixation, amplified by therapy, is a manic exaggeration of military security protocol. A continuation of both chemical and physical restraints is highly recommended. Yeah, they didn't work at all. So he served in Afghanistan, so that would explain like his need, his necessity, or determination to contain everything and eliminate everything. It's a protocol in his head from being in the military. Okay. I can understand that. Still fucked up. Alright, subject. Hypnotic experimentation and research. February 10th, 1954. Oh, the year Godzilla came out. On Wednesday, 10 February 1954, hypnotic experimentation and research work was continued in Building 13 of the Mount Massive Preserve in Colorado using the following subjects. Material abridged. 1. A post-hypnotic of the night before, pointed finger, you will sleep, was enacted. Mrs. Jackson and Pierce immediately progressed to a deep hypnotic state with no further suggestion. Miss Pierce was then instructed, having previously expressed a fear of firearms in any fashion, that she would use every method at her disposal to awaken Miss Jackson, now in a deep hypnotic sleep. And failing this, she would pick up a nearby pistol and fire it at Miss Jackson. She was instructed that her rage would be so great that she would not hesitate to kill Jackson for failing to awaken. Wow. 2. Miss Pierce carried out the suggestions to the letter, including firing the unloaded pneumatic pistol gun at Jackson and then proceeding to fall into a deep sleep. After proper suggestions were made, both were awakened and expressed complete amnesia for the entire sequence. Miss Pierce was again handed the gun, which she refused in an awakened state to pick up or accept from the operator. She expressed absolute denial that the foregoing sequence had happened. Damn. So they've been doing this crap for a while. Let's see. Patient Father Martin Archambaud? Interesting last name. Helen. Dr. Zeichner gave me your info to contact regarding the cancellation of the arts program. My patient, Martin Archambaud, has made enormous strides in his therapy on account of his finger painting. Just in the week since canceling the arts program, his schizoaffective assertions of some higher calling have accelerated enormously. Please, just let the man finger paint. The few dollars you're saving on temper paint is more than swallowed by the cost of clozapine, if I pronounce that right. I can't imagine the logic at play here, unless Murkoff wants our patients to become more disengaged from reality. Please advise Dr. Neil Wolfram. Excuse me. Proper purge gate maintenance is crucial to Project Wallrider security. Please refer to Murkoff Corps Maintenance Manual MMPS MM1-80286 or seek guidance from a supervisor with the proper security clearance. Yeah, that didn't go well. Rudolph, oh, it's an obituary. Rudolph G. Wernicke, Dr. Rudolph G. Wernicke, age 90. Damn, he old as hell. Passed away doing the work he loved on February 28, 2009. He was born in 1918 in Munich, Germany, and achieved fame in the mathematic and scientific communities for a paper written with early computing pioneer Alan Turing. Interesting. After a cloudy history with the German war effort, he immigrated to the United States in 1949 with a visa from the State Department. Several decades of government research in Los Alamos led to New Mexico, where Dr. Wernicke retired to pursue landscape photography and care for his cats. Oh, he had cats? He's still a dickhead, though. He came to Colorado shortly after the turn of the millennium to pursue charitable work for the Murkoff Corporation. A statement from the company calls Dr. Wernicke a true humanitarian with a genius spirit. He leaves no survivors. Yeah, his work didn't leave any survivors. Did you see all the fucking bodies? Found scrawled in pencil on the back of an admittance form. Handwriting matches samples from patient Father Martin Archambaud. This God is real. What we've mistaken so long for ghosts, spirits, madness. We were only willfully ignorant. The scales on Saul's eyes were fear, and when you see beyond it, you truly see. This is the gift of the Walrider, the gospel of sand. The greatest sin in the world is willful ignorance of God. To receive a revelation and not spend it to the waiting flock, this place, to stand in the way of salvation, is a sin for which there is no punishment too great. Okay then. Patient status report by Rick Traeger. Oh, Dr. Traeger, Mr. Cheeked up on a Tuesday. This patient also, unfortunately, didn't make it. I tried my best, but I'm just a doctor, not a miracle worker, and I'm pretty new to this whole doctor thing, so I'm still working out all the kinks. Anywho, I'm not sure if that's how you spell that. Somebody's got to cut the fat from this Project Walrider disaster. We've been bleeding money ever since this thing went tits up on account of that Billy kid, but I've managed to slim back personnel by more than 80 people, which means short-term savings in salary and long-term savings in pension and healthcare cost. And I've been figuring out a lot about biology. I was on the fence about it before, but now I can say with absolute certainty that a person can't live without his kidneys. You learn something new every day. Okay, so is this basically a report that he was experimenting, basically just confirming he was experimenting on other patients, if not personnel? Yeesh. Let's see. Request for reassignment. To whom it may concern, this is my third time asking for reassignment after 2 months without an answer. I don't want to work at Mount Massive anymore. I have been an orderly my entire adult life, but have never experienced such a consistent level of secrecy and disrespect. I even have suspicions that some of the patients may be being abused. I know personally of 2 of them who have been, moved to the basement ward and never returned. If I don't get an answer to this email, I will be forced to resign and may very well consider contacting the press. Thanks for your time, David Annapurna. Oh, is he maybe the guy who contacted me? Interesting. If you're seeing things, say something. There's no shame in psychopathological proximity stress disorder, PTSD. Talk to your supervisor to get help from a Murkoff success counselor. Yeah, hell no. Let's see, what's this? MK Ultra Program, CIA Mori Doc number 140401, PP 159 excerpts. Special research, Bluebird. Let's see, general problem. For the past several months, Bluebird has been endeavoring to ascertain by research, study, instruction, and some practice what value, if any, can be derived from SI, sleep induction, and H, hypnotic techniques, when applied to war and specific agency problems. Can we create post-stage control and action contrary to an individual's basic moral principles? Can we guarantee total amnesia under any and all conditions? Can we alter a person's personality? How long will it hold? What are full details on a sleep-inducing machine? Oh, is that big thing that Billy was hooked up to near the end? The morphogenic engine, as it's called. I don't even know your name, but I've come to think of you as one of my blood, my Paul. I hope you don't mind, and I hope you don't indulge the vanity of self-pity, the fear that your suffering is more than others. We all must endure this, and you are nearly done. There's no way to heaven but by the cross, and every man needs another to help drive the nails in. I am here for you. I am waiting ahead. Oh, is that before Father Martin got turned into a Hot Pocket? Joint Intelligence Objectives Agency, document number 8 of 186. That's location number, excerpt. Reference, Nazi War Crimes Disclosure Act. What? The first paper clip provides a means of obtaining service of foreign specialties for specific assignments within the technical services of the Departments of Army, Navy, and Air Force. Project 63 is primarily a denial program which utilization as a desirable feature. The aim of this program is to secure employment in the United States of certain preeminent German and Austrian specialists, thus denying their service to potential enemies. Wait. So is this like saying that Wernicke was possibly working with the Nazis during the Second World War? Interesting. Excerpt from the diary of Shirley Pierce. Excuse me. Mount Massive Mental Hospital patient, 1952 to 64. How could I not remember where the cuts are coming from? They hurt so deeply, even days later. Dr. Newhouse tells me that it's my fault. I'm subconsciously resisting the hypnotherapy, but I want so much to get better. I don't know how I could be doing this to myself. Dr. Newhouse says, it's another condition of my bedroom-inspired hysteria. Poor Bruce. I make him suffer so. What the fuck? I've tried subtly to ask Miss Jackson if she's had similar issues with her husband, but she is loath to talk about it. Her husband, too, was found comfort in a younger woman. Oh, no. I know the doctors only mean well, and with the help of the government men who've joined the staff, I am in the very best hands possible. I should just take my pills and sleep and hope for more pleasant dreams tonight. Yo, that's fucked up. Alright, Spirit Breach. Excuse me. Berlin, 6 September 1938. Translated from German. I fucking knew it. Reichsleiter Lohner and Dr. Medrog. I have pressing news concerning the ongoing work of Dr. Rudolf Wernicke, a little bit of my German coming out, and his development of the morphogenic engine, expanding on theories developed in his brief but unfortunate relationship with A. Turing. If I had not witnessed it myself, I would not believe it had happened, but beyond even the promise in cellular regeneration and guided cancerogeneration, I think I pronounced that right, I could be wrong. I believe Wernicke's methods has breached the spiritual realm. Something crossed from the other side. I personally witnessed the appearance of an apparition, briefly but undeniably so. Please forward my note, an invitation to witness further experiments to Dietrich Eckart. I do not doubt that the Führer himself may need to be made aware of our discoveries. It is my opinion that Dr. Wernicke's successes represent an enormous opportunity for our cause and the German people, and are obviously sufficient reasons to keep him out of any sort of culling program. Regards to your family. Signature eligible. So he was working with the Nazis. What a fucker. Flesh-eating bacteria. Wash those hands regularly. Wrote necrotizing fasciitis. I think, yeah, it's necrotizing fasciitis. Really? I fucking quit. You know what? Fair enough. The Gospel of Judas. I am an unworthy supplicant who can serve our Lord only by feeding our Lord. Please take me, wall rider. Let my shepherd's apostle see it and spread it with his lies for a greater truth. Your time upon the world has come. My flesh longs for your beautiful wrath. Is that wrath or wraith? Excuse me. My blood is filled with you and waiting to be set free. This is my prayer. Write your gospel in my flesh. That's some Hellraiser shit. Excuse me, I keep burping. From the personal records of Dr. Wernicke, Frankenstein, or the Modern Prometheus by Mary Shelley, published anonymously in 1818, chapter 23, excerpt. Man, I cried, how ignorant art thou in thy pride of wisdom. Cease, you know not what it is you say. I broke from the house angrily and disturbed, and retired to meditate on some other mode of action. That reminds me, I need to reread through Frankenstein. I like that book. Project Walrider, post-mortem preparatory report. Form note, all material herein to be transcribed and revised to fit legally binding requirements of Murkoff Corp. Records. See Form 4083. Author, Jennifer Rowland, notes, my 14th autopsy of a Walrider patient, showing no more signs of accepting the therapy than any of the others. There have been slight gains in cell migration and morphogenesis, including effects similar to the human growth hormone, but nothing to suggest the stable creation of a sentient independent swarm. So tired, doubting my judgment. Will submit another request for leave. The psychological cost of using such far gone and further provoked patients is much more than I feel I can handle. May suggest hanging less hope on the far-flung theories of a senile Nazi and moving towards using a simpler mechanical engine based on major sperm protein. Will definitely suggest harsher chemical restraints. Murkoff Security killed patient 921 after he overcame enough tranquilizers to put down a hockey team. I'm afraid the hormone therapy is interacting with our chemical restraints in a counterproductive manner. So it's like juicing them up, kind of like creating some kind of steroid or adrenaline. Gods and monsters. 12 personnel from consultant MM008 Rudolf Wernicke. Oh, that dickhead. Do not worship the swarm, nor allow the delusions of the patients to influence your beliefs. Any sentient being based in this technology will be so far superior to us that illusions of godliness will be reasonable. We have always looked into chaos and called it God. We now are blessed with sufficient power that such belief could destroy us. Do not be tempted. Remember that you are scientists. Yeah, fuck you, Wernicke. Piece of shit. Morphogenic engine chamber maintenance schedule. To avoid patient inquiry, the morphogenic engine life pod requirements a daily inspection of all vital systems. Vital system 1, the enriched oxygenated perfluorocarbon from the life support fluid reservoir must be continually flushed and replaced through the course of the patient's treatment. Note that OP also supplies anesthetics. Any interruption in supply will cause sufficient pain to the patient to potentially disrupt the experiment. Excuse me. Vital System 2. Electric supply is supplemented and insured by the sublab generator. Proper fueling and maintenance of the sublab generator should be confirmed hourly. Vital System 3. In the case of a catastrophic loss of Vital Systems 1 and 2, the life pod failsafe will engage, maintaining localized minimum life support and functions until technicians can arrive. Disabling failsafe will result in immediate patient termination. God, I cannot speak today. The Modern Prometheus. From Wernicke again, that dickhead. Frankenstein, or the Modern Prometheus. Yeah. Learn from me, if not by my precepts, at least by my example, how dangerous is the acquirement of knowledge, and how much happier that modest man than he who aspires to become greater than his nature allows. Permission to proceed. Please find attached the permission to proceed form for patient William Hope of the Murkoff Charitable Psychiatric Program at Mount Massive Hospital in Colorado, USA. The form is standard and all relevant lines have been signed. It appears Billy is unaware of his mother's recent guided cardiac arrest. Guided? He is submitting to the experiment with the understanding unfounded of financial remuneration to his mother and a charitable contribution to her church. Wernicke, having read the boy's dreams reports, believes he has a normic theory. Y'all took advantage of him. Yo, fuck all y'all. Alright. So, that was all the documents I collected. Now, these are the notes from Miles himself throughout the game. Mount Massive Asylum. I start feeling sick just looking at this place. Mount Massive Asylum. Shut down amid scandal and government secrecy in 1971. Reopened by Murkoff Psychiatric Systems in 2009. Under the guise of a charitable organization. Yeah, we all know that's bullshit. Cell phone reception cut off abruptly a mile out, more like a jammer than lost signal. The Murkoff Corporation has long had a track record of disguising profit as charity, but never on American soil. Whatever they thought they could get out of this place has to be big. Might finally be the story that breaks the bastards. I'm inside. Giggity. I'm inside. Bodies everywhere. Okay, no giggity. Blood, burn marks, heads lined up like bottles behind a bar. Dead Murkoff scientists hung from the ceiling. Their badges say Murkoff Advanced Research Systems. Murkoff's longtime MO has been to profit off the exploitation of supposed charity. Fuck the third world and bankroll another billion. How did Murkoff think they would make money off of a building full of crazy people? There's some kind of tactical cop pinned like a pig on a spit. Tells me to get the fuck out and then dies. Would have been a good thing to hear when I could still leave the way I came in. Yeah. The witness. I'm already beat all to hell, picking broken glass out of my scalp. Couple cracked ribs, nearly killed by a deformed giant. That would be Walker. Looks like somebody tried to start his head with a cheese grater. He throws me through a wall, knocks me unconscious. I wake up and some doughy old man with a face like an alcoholic kitty fiddler in a homemade priest outfit calls me his apostle. Not a job I asked for. There are words scrawled in blood everywhere. I'm getting an ugly feeling in my gut that the priest is writing them, and for my benefit. Ugh. Yeah. Broken men and dead television. A crowd of broken men watching a dead channel. They look like patients. They survived whatever happened here, but nobody's home. Big fucking guy. The big fucker is stalking me. Found a patient file for a Chris Walker, ex-military police, several tours in Afghanistan. A lot of the blood in this place is on his hands, but not all of it. I cannot speak. Okay, so he wasn't the one killing. He was killing a lot of people, but not all of them. Father Martin's cell. The priest, Father Martin, brought me here to show me something. Thinks I'm going to be a witness for whatever batshit crazy he's trying to sell me. This Dr. Wernicke is at the center of whatever went wrong here, but he died more than 10 years ago. Rest in peace, says the blood on the wall. Total security. I can't shake Chris Walker, the big ugly fucker who likes ripping off people's heads. I hear him muttering about security protocols, containment. What if he's not the problem? What if he's trying to fix it? Walrider. The word Walrider is all over this place. Murkoff was running an experiment here called Project Walrider, but the patients talk about the Walrider like it's a physical presence, a spirit or demon, something they found in the mountain. I chalk it up to schizophrenic delusion, but I saw something. Maybe. Maybe it was a glitch in the camera. Or maybe this place is getting to me. Oh yeah. The doctor is dead. The patients know Dr. Wernicke is dead. One asked me, what kind of experiments does a dead doctor perform on living patients? What is Project Walrider? A feast for flies. I thought the sewer couldn't smell any worse. Hundreds of bodies crammed into a room, thousands of flies. Is this the priest's way out? Death of Traeger. How to make Traeger juice. Step 1, squeeze. I love it. Let it burn. I'm not the only victim here, not by a long shot. I watch a man wait to burn to death, the most painful death imaginable, rather than stay in this place. Yeah. The thing in the dark. God help me. I think I've seen the wall rider. Yes, you have. Don't drink the water. So much blood in the water I can smell it, like putting a penny in your mouth when you were a kid. The whispers are making more sense. I'm looking for static. It's like an itch. So it was like the morphogenic engine emitting another, like a signal that was messing with everyone, like once it got out of hand. Lies. I recognize the handwriting. Father Martin killed a man here. Are the lies he's talking about all the files missing from these boxes? The facts, the records? They look like government agency material, at least 30 years old, probably older. I start thinking MK Ultra, CIA, mind control. The buzzing won't stop. Yeah, it's like a signal is being emitted by that morphogenic engine. Static prayer. The static again. A patient knelt in prayer. Maybe he bought Father Martin's line of bullshit. Maybe he hears what I hear, but more clearly. Maybe it's his way out of this place. The priest called it the Gospel of Sand. The Passion of Father Martin. I can't believe Father Martin one-upped Jesus Christ himself in shitty ways to die. And I don't believe I'm going to miss him. A way out? If he's telling the truth? Nah, I've got a way out. And a story to tell. He wants me to spread this gospel? I'll tell the whole fucking world. Under the mountain. Fuck, 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 fuck. Whoever finds my corpse, trust no one and tell everyone. I'm not crazy. I know, only crazy people say that, but I am as sane as this world allows, with a camera full of evidence. Don't call it a gospel, call it a mockery of reason. Let the world know it's Murkoff's fault. Bury these bastards with my mutilated dead body. Death of the soldier. This is the way you die, ripped to pieces from the inside, watching your marrow scatter on a concrete wall. You escaped one hell, Chris Walker. God help me, but I somehow hope you didn't find another. Oh, that's kind of nice. Billy Hope. From Billy's patient reports, he ought to be 23 years old. He looks like at least 50 years of rough road, pain scratched deep into what I can see. Killing you would be an act of kindness. I mean, from what I saw, yeah. Life support. This is Billy Hope's lungs, his liver, his life support. A machine the size of a football stadium to keep one lunatic alive. Fuck it all, break it all, he has to die. And that's it. Alright, and that will end the read-through of the lore and notes I found throughout this game. Like I said, if there's another game you would like to see me play, leave a comment with a suggestion of that game, and I will see what I can do. Bye-bye.